You're not a Newport woman
No,
yourself?
I'm from Westport originally.
You're not far up the road,
Not
7
far
miles.
up the
Yeah.
road, 7 miles, yes.
And there's a long tradition of Browns in Westport. Were they a long time there?
Well, 4 generations there are, yes.
4 generations,
yes,
yeah.
indeed, yes.
They were a well-known family.
Well, they were from Chop Street. We live on Chop Street. Our home is still there, actually.
Your father was an auctioneer?
My father was R.G. Brown. He was a very renowned auctioneer.
And you had a very
Richard
famous
George
uncle?
Brown. I had Michael Brown of Galway, who built the cathedral.
Fantastic.
Yes, I'm very proud of him, actually.
He deserves great credit
Yes,
for that.
Yes.
Stands out when you go into Galway.
Yes, it does indeed.
The nicest building in Galway.
It is,
by a
actually.
mile, yeah.
It is.
So,
He spent 2 years fundraising in America to build that cathedral.
how much did it cost at the time?
Oh, I
Can you
can't say
remember that?
millions. I
Millions.
couldn't tell you, but it's very tastefully done, built, and wonderful Stations of the Cross and great craftsmanship and wonderful art form in it.
You got a cheap site.
Well, I don't know about that.
I know that, I remember. He bought it for,
Yeah.
was it a penny or a pound?
Really?
It was the
He
old
was a
Galway
good-
jail, wasn't it?
He was a good businessman. He had a good, but his parents had a drapery business in Westport, and he had a good business acumen, you know.
Have you connections in Westport still?
I have a brother there, Michael Brown, and I have a sister, Mary McGreal, and her family. The family's there.
Okay. So, have you enjoyed the move to Newport?
Oh, I have. I'm here now 38 years.
What's nice about Newport?
Well, I love the sea and the river, and there's great community here, and there's great camaraderie and great companionship, and we have great neighbours and great friends, and I just love living here.
It's really changed in the last couple of years, hasn't it? It's improved.
It's improved immensely.
improved immensely,
And it's
yeah.
beautiful with the viaduct bridge and the sea coming in there and the Black Oak River and
the salmon.
quay and the salmon and wonderful buildings. Our house here is 300 years old. We restored it 21 years ago, De Beale House, where we have this tea rooms, and there's a lot of history attached to it. Captain De Beale arrived here in 1756. He was marooned at Milcombe because he was heading for the West Indies, and he was nursed in this house, and the Danish government bequeathed money to the owners, who were Gibbonses, to build the larger structure which is here, and we have an etching of that which came from Denmark, and we got the Danish ambassador to erect a plaque on the house some years ago.
And what was the captain? What was he doing over here?
His ship was the Bornholm, and it was shipwrecked off Milcombe. He was heading for the West Indies, and it was in March of that year, and they were in treacherous seas, and they just all got very ill. The sailors got malaria. They were nursed in Milcombe, and he was nursed in this house, and he was buried in Newport with full military honours.
That's an interesting story.
It is, and the Bornholm, and we got the logbook of the ship translated from Danish to English, and De Beale, it's a very common name in Denmark, and the Bornholm is the ship was named after one of the islands, so we have connections with Denmark, which we intend to pursue, but there's a lot of history, and the archway here to the front, that was the original archway in the house, and we took all the plaster of the house, and that's the original stone, and inside we have a number of arches as well in the house.
Okay, so
There's
that's a lot of history.
Yeah.
How far back does Newport town go? Do you know?
Well, it goes down to Medlicott. It would go down, I suppose, to the 17th century.
17th century.
Yeah. A thriving town at
The
time.
O'Donnells. The
O'Donnells
O'Donnells
were the land lords,
Owners.
and they lived in Newport House.
And how far did their estate extend to?
It extended way down to Shannamonra, Ballycroy, up into North Mayo, up into nearly to Binghamstown, as they called it. They were a very wealthy family, and there was a lot of there was linen, flax production and linen weaving here in the town, and there's quite an extensive history here, and we have a beautiful church with the original Harry Clark St. Patrick's Catholic Church, original Harry Clark windows. And we had a Carey family, very large merchants. All the shipping that came into Newport. Newport was actually a better commercial town that time than Westport, and they imported all their coal and their timber and everything. It was a huge. Carey's was a huge business in Newport. They had salt mills, they had flour mills. They were a very, very progressive family here.
Are there any of that family left now?
No, there aren't. No.
Are there any of the O'Donnell families left?
Well, there would be, I suppose, descendants.
Descendants,
now. Mr. Kieran Thompson owns Newport House, and
Well,
it's now run as a very prestigious country house hotel. The food is superb. It's the best in Ireland.
Absolutely. I've sampled it a few times. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful experience.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you.